once again, once in a lifetime theme tonight. As always, Talking Heads. I just kind of put my music on shuffle the first song that came on, so I used it to inspire all the streaming content tonight. So maybe we can dissect the absolute legacy that is that song later. But first, what I actually have to do is roll the ads before we get to singing and dancing and any tarot that we might possibly do. So I will be back in 3 minutes and hope that you will still be. All right, we're back. So I think since it's still quiet and early out here, I think the first thing I want to talk about is the weather because it's starting to get cold. And even though it's not winter yet, it's starting to feel like winter. And I feel like there's a precedent being set for these winter months coming up. And what I'm noticing for myself more than anything, besides generally being less energetic and outside a lot less than I like to be, is I'm noticing my creativity doesn't seem to be sparking like it normally either. And I feel like I get a lot of joy from the sun and being outside and not having to cover up as much. It feels like you can be more free in the summertime. Um, so I think I have a hard time adjusting to colder weather. And I very much enjoy fall. fall activities, but people rush them away for Christmas themes and winter tidings and get thrown into the reality that winter is indeed coming. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but you know. So I just think about how maybe we need to give ourselves some grace and realize that we don't create as much, we don't do as much, we don't want as much, we don't reach as much, we don't work as much uh, in the winter months because, in some sense, we should probably be hibernating like a lot of the earth does. The trees do it, the bears do it. People aren't even equipped really for winter weather, and we don't hibernate. So just remember your body's going into hibernation mode. When you gain some weight, just remember it's going to keep you warm. You know? Yeah. The good ebb and flow. We can't be in creation mode all day, every day. So instead of having ups and downs throughout the days or weeks, it's like go through the course of a year and through these months, in which we take time to maybe focus on planning. That's why New Year's resolutions are great, even though, in astrology, the zodiac wheel starts with Aries season and ends with Pisces season. I consider the new year to be March, right? That's when we celebrate. But I do love that the calendar year has a New Year's Eve in the middle of winter because winter is a great time to start to reset and rethink and replot what you're going to be doing when spring finally comes. And when life starts to bloom again, when you get going and get your energy back and you start to get with the flow of life. Right now, we are coming into a resting period as people, as creatures of this earth, right? Winter months, what we're talking about, joining in. So I think about that in terms of the tarot is always really on in the winter months because the veil seems to be thin, right? When it's dark all the time. And we're about to get daylight savings time too if you have that where you're at. I know not every state does it, and I don't think everywhere in the world does it either. We're about to gain an hour, so that'll be interesting. Um, yeah, I've never been particularly fond of winter, but I try to embrace it as much as I can. Last winter was very fortunate enough to be quite not warm, but it just didn't get as cold as it normally does. There wasn't as much snow. Wasn't really a whole lot of rain. It was a nice winter. Best that I can do with it. I was outside a lot. This year it just feels colder already, and it's. But there are way worse things going on in the world, and that's something else that's come up on stream a lot lately for me, or in the video that I made the other day, is just holding space and having peace, at least the moment of it, for the rest of the world who is not at peace, and praying for peace everywhere. And, repeatedly saying free Palestine in any situation, any given day. It's the least we can do is continue to say what we want, right? Um, but anyway, I just was babbling a bit before we got into some tarot. Seems like it might just be a quiet night. It's Saturday, right? On Twitch, so a lot of people streaming. I'm gonna probably bust out some tarot. I have a few decks here, um, and I didn't have one in particular I wanted to use. I was going to get an opinion on which decks to use, but it seems like you're getting an opinion. So I'll probably either go in order or just pick at random and maybe start with the Thoth deck. So I'm going to run a minute of ads and we're going to come back with some tarot. with some tarot. I think I'm going to start with the Thoth deck because it's one of the decks that I pulled this evening, and it just seems like the right one. Classic Thoth deck. So, as you can kind of see, I just do general readings on here. Sometimes I feel like I might be a bit snarky in the way that I say, no personal readings, da 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 da. But when I ask, it's draining. But it can be very true, and readings seem to be very accurate to people, regardless of if they make themselves known or getting a personal reading. Four Swords Truce. That's a good start. But not much. Maybe this isn't the right deck, or maybe there just isn't much going in general. Okay. This is probably a practically personal reading for anybody who's watching, since it's very quiet tonight. I'm using my Thoth deck. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. It's a decision that you have to make, or maybe relationship issues. I split the deck and I see the Six of Discs. So, spoiler alert, it looks like things are going to go in your favor. But let's see what we got on the table. We've got a face down card that's kind of blocking some of the way of these other cards, which include the Knight of Wands and the Aeon. So if you're a fire sign, or if you're dealing with a fire sign, or possibly just the masculine in the situation, which could be fire or air or male identifying, however you see masculinity, the masculine in your situation might be facing some judgment. And it doesn't necessarily have to be judgment from you. It could be that they are moving away from some type of judgment, maybe judging themselves. But you are sort of, if you are this masculine, right, you're sort of following your passion and not caring what other people think. See how this Knight of Wands is moving in the other direction and the Aeon is not moving. Because this is judgment. It's always going to be there, whether it's coming from within or from others or around you and whatnot about you. Thank you for the follow. You're moving away from that. You're following your passions to just not even care. This is what I want, and I'm going to do it no matter what people think. Right? Or you're seeing someone who is faced with this judgment. We also have the Four of Swords Truce. So if there was some kind of altercation or arguments or something arose in your life in sense of conflict, that is getting resolved or is resolved, whether you know it or not. I feel like you don't know it, but it's more resolved than you think it is. So something, oh hey, something standing in the way is the Prince of Swords, right? You need to take a little bit of action and put in a little bit of effort to start getting these things that you want in the ways that you want them. Oh, hey, no, I just started. It's only been 15 minutes. What's up, everybody? We're doing a little bit of tarot right now. We got the Magician and something else face down here. The Magician and the Moon. What is your best case scenario during your worst times? That's what you should be asking yourself right now. What is your best possible outcome, and what is it that you really want, and no matter what stops you from getting it? What is the worst thing that can happen on your way to getting what you want? Hi, Rowan. I have 3 decks out tonight. I don't know if anybody cares to choose. I just started with the Thoth deck. We've got the Thoth deck, Halloween Oracle, and the Pink deck, which is like soulmate and love readings. I just picked like my 3 most basic go-to decks tonight because I didn't really have any other reason to do any of them. I wanted to do some Zodiac videos with the Halloween Oracle. Yeah, okay. But I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll stream with them. Yeah, these are pretty quiet tonight, so we'll probably just switch right over to the Halloween horror. Five of Cups, though, disappointment. Sorry, there's nothing to join. We're just along for the ride. You're feeling a little disappointment, though, are you, Rowan? Are you an air sign by chance, Knight of Swords? Um, Indolence and pleasure. So, yeah, you may be feeling lonely, but you have to admit you actually really quite like being alone. So, when you stop complaining about being alone, you'll probably find that you have a lot less alone time and then you'll miss it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm legit. I know a lot of people don't believe me and it don't seem like it because my numbers don't show it sometimes, but I'm a bitch. Yeah. Welcome. That's right. So six of discs, success. This is a major card tonight. This is the second time I'm seeing it. I can shuffle this up a little more and see what else is going on for the lurkers in the room. And you can attest to yourselves, but we can switch to the Halloween Oracle. Okay, death. We get a Scorpio in the room, I bet you. But something has ended, something is over. We got the Four of Discs power. So it's about taking what you value, taking the things that you value the most. Um, and it could be friends, family, job, house. It could be pets, siblings, parents, kids. It could be money, drugs, bitches, liquor. It doesn't matter what you value as long as you have it. You feel like you are in power and empowered, right? Yeah, I am. Okay, this is a very important card right now. Very important card right now. Eight of Swords, interference. So I feel like there's some kind of interference with something, and I don't think this has anything to do with um, foul play necessarily. Interferences are usually interruptions, not debauchery. Something to do with your money. There might be a little bit of a financial interference, so you need to be careful about that. Maybe don't spend like you usually do. Start saving up now because there might be something that comes up soon, or it could be a change in your income if you're like a server or if you work commission, something like that, where the money you're counting on could get a little messed with, but it's nothing major because it will work out. It's just something to start thinking about now. It could even be with the holidays approaching, people want to go crazy and buy gifts, but maybe just like don't this year. Is the advice there too. And we're back to this Knight of Wands, following your dreams, going towards your passions, going to what fuels your fire without, setting everything ablaze in your path, right? Um, we have the Six of Wands on its side. I find interesting because it's like there's no winner or loser, no clear indication of a winner or loser right now. And with the Knight of Wands right here, it's almost like moving away from this indecision. Okay, especially because we started this reading with the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck, which is decision making as well as relations. But this card, again, having what you see as power, whether it's four streams of income or four people or four physical objects like your car and your house and whatever else, your TV, if that's what you really value. That's going to be very important for you to hold on to in these coming months. Could also be 4 months. Now's a good time to invest. Now's a great time to invest, especially if you're an artist. Now is a good time to invest. We have the Princess of Discs, which is my investment card, and the Prince of Discs, which is wanting to make an investment. And in between them is the Art card, which is Sagittarius, but also typically Temperance and taking a break. But because it's more taking action and being creative, because it's art rather than temperance, I would say it's a great time to invest in your art. Whatever your artistry is. Look, three income. You have to have three sources of income, period. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You should have three sources of income. I recently have been adjusting mine, and it's not been fun. It's not been fun adjusting. Because, I was like, wow, I'm spreading really too thin. I'm doing too much. I got so many things going on. I had to rein it in. That's why I was taking breaks, right? And it's very frustrating, as we discussed a little bit in the beginning of the stream, the weather changing has my creativity sort of slipping away from me because it's like I just don't care to do anything right now. It's cold. I'm not getting as much sun. I don't care to go outside. I'm painting, but I'm not the best painter. It's just constantly reminding me that I'm very average at it. I like streaming during these months because it makes me feel like I am being creative, right? Even if I'm not actually creating anything, we're creating a vibe together, right? Okay, Princess Swords, cutting myself off there. How's everybody doing? We just got some lurkers in the building. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know if I should keep using this deck. I was gonna put it away, but then I kept going, and it was like pretty interesting storyline we had. Prince of Swords and Princess of Swords. You might have met your match in pettiness. I'll say that much. Hi, Jake. Oh, yeah, okay, I could see that. Surviving, not thriving. But soon enough we will be thriving. Just give it till spring. That's what you gotta go with everything right now. And I know it's barely even winter because it's still technically fall. But hi. Um, as of right now, we are going to have to just stick it out until spring and figure it out come spring. And not be too in our feelings, too in our guilt, to in our shame, to in our emotions, and try to basically rough and tough it out for the upcoming 6 months, no matter what the situation is, because that's how winter does. We have no choice in the matter. We are going to get stopped and seated and, you know, plumped up. That's just how it goes. So we have to embrace what we're given, which is a little bit of extra rest, a little bit less energy, the ability to say no, the ability to take a nap, right? The early dark hours, the cold. Maybe winter is supposed to be doing us a favor and we treat it like it's some kind of horror. Yeah, winter naps are the shit where it's like 6 o'clock and it's like, oh, fuck it, it's already dark. I can just sleep. Crazy to do that a lot more. I'm hoping to embrace this myself because personally I've been frustrated. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? There's so many great things. I'm drinking coffee right now. I can drink hot coffee all times of the day. It's a beautiful thing. So, whatever you do, try to embrace what is around you. And it's very hard for a lot of us to embrace winter, but we've got to do it. That's yummy, yummy stuff. Should we move on to the next deck? I'm kind of in the mood. Are y'all in the mood for this tarot? I'm done with the thought deck. It was getting a little repetitive. Okay. Nobody else is really chatting it up, but I appreciate the lurks. I appreciate the action moment. I've been trying to be like more adult and grown and stuff, and that's why part of me was rebranding and whatnot, taking breaks and smoking less. But then I also am just sitting here like, you know, you know how it goes, how it flows. It is what it is. What you think? Yeah. Anyways, um, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm not, it was a gift. I try not to rely on vapes because they're just environmentally so irresponsible and questionable, but it was a gift. And as an adult, sometimes you just shouldn't be blowing them out all the time. So it's kind of like the subtlety of it is nice. Forget about that. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe this is. Maybe we are. Don't forget to drink your water. That's one thing about me is that I do hate drinking water in the wintertime, or so my body tells me I do. And then I drink it and I chug it. Like I could have just kept chugging that water. I just didn't need to, and it would have just become awkward for y'all to be watching me chug as much water as my body could have chugged all this fucking water right now. But I tell myself in my mind, I'm like, no, I don't want water. I don't need water. Whereas in the summertime, I don't want to drink anything but water. You know, when it's hot and you're sweating, chugging water all day long. In the wintertime, I'm like, no, thank you. Who am I? I still drink a lot of water, I think. All right. Be careful of things not to regret. We're using the Halloween Oracle real quick, y'all. This is the Shadow Self reading. Okay, so here's the thing. There has to be a balance of things you're willing to do and things you're not willing to do. And that can go with setting boundaries, but what we're really talking about is having no regrets and not allowing yourself to miss opportunities, but also not putting yourself in opportunities. Okay. We have winter, which we were just talking about, the sacredness of pausing. We're gonna have to chill on our creativity. We're gonna have to pull back. We're gonna have to relax. Cauldron, synergy, and healing coming together for the sake of healing. We have to work with one another. We are here to help each other. Right? We're here to collectively heal. That's what the synergy is. Two energies, two or more energies working together as one. So the cauldron isn't about making a potion, it's about everybody making a potion, right? We have dawn, the light after the darkness. Okay, so once again, sounds like a long 6 months ahead, but it's only 6 months. Because here's the thing. Keep dropping these cards, which indicates future. And I'm just feeling like 6 months from now, everything's going to look a lot different. But for the next 6 months, you might be bored. You might be tired. You might be inactive. You might be out of bounds. You might be off rest. You might be benched. You might just be whatever. Okay. As long as you can still come together, look, sweetness and synergy. About coming together with other people or another person. Forgiveness, reducing burden. Okay. It's like letting stuff go, not being too hard on yourself or other people for what happens over the course of this winter. Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. This is interesting because I always say this is the Omi card. She comes to collect and she collects for me when I am reading. So be sure to leave a tip in some way, whether it's a follow, a like, a share. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Personal booking. The Lady de los Muertos likes to remind y'all the tip. Beyond that, Dios de los Muertos was just the other day. So, coming together and realizing that if you are to be, thank you, if you are to be forgiven, then you have to be able to forgive others. And if you are able to forgive others, then you have to be able to be forgiven. And you have to remember that. And you have to let go of burdens and understand that these things can happen. Forgiveness can happen because Skull of Flowers creating through the ashes. Sometimes you have to get rid of the old to bring in the new. Night Song, hidden talents. Sometimes we use our upfront talents, but what are we not putting to work? What else do we have to thank our ancestors for? Look, the ancestors card is right here. Didn't see that when I was saying it, but it's there. The lamp, remembrance. This is like honoring our relatives, joy, rejoicing in the present moment. So, what can we learn from our ancestors? What were some of the ways that they celebrated themselves and they celebrated who and what they do? And what were the hidden talents that run in your family that you're not really living up to or using and utilizing in your daily life? We have invisibility, authenticity in the upright. And underneath it, we have the witch kind of tipping out of upright, tipping into reverse, even. This is interesting because I find this to be me, and I feel like this is a shout out to me to be who I am behind closed doors as much as I am up front. Um, I feel like maybe I'm not being authentically me lately. And I feel like that's true because I'm going through many transitions, lots of newness, lots of new things, new people, new places. And I feel like, yeah, Night Song, Hidden Talents. I'm not using all my talents, that's for sure. This is definitely feeling like a call out because my shadow self was in need of it. And look, this blind spots is pretty much in reverse. I'm so expecting people to fucking blindside me, and this is like, hey, if you keep expecting it, it's gonna tip back in the upright. But until it does, stop thinking it. Trick or treat, maybe not so much mischief and play. Maybe you need to take things a little more seriously. And the underworld, where all things pause and begin again, some things need no pause. Keep going. Keep pressing play. Okay. Yeah. They're really cool. Nice. Nice. I forget this is who I am, you know? I don't think streaming is necessarily a huge part of my identity, but I think that um, using this gift is a huge part of my identity. And that's the thing where I didn't care to stream when I wasn't streaming tarot, as it turns out. It's much more interesting to be on here and to be able to answer questions and read for people and do as they do. I just don't want to get as too lost in it as I was getting. And have to be able to be like a nice, respectable person. Look, mummy, change. Things change. Things change. Joy, rejoicing in the present, you know? Um, I was thinking right before I started the stream how I haven't been creating my own magic and beauty in this life. I've been more about buying into things or treating instead of just creating magic. I don't know if it's time or it's the like I said, restraint of the weather. I'm not feeling the same creativity and joy that I normally would, or perhaps I'm just not in a comfort zone, and so it's hard to break out of. But yeah, 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 I do. And sometimes, hey, how's it going? Sometimes I don't even know it. Oh my gosh. Cheers. We both said how's it going, but there's like a delay in the chat, so we didn't know about that. Um, yeah, yeah. Ever changing. Um, thank you. I'm always so curious who people are when they are on here for a long time. Skull of Flowers, Grading Through the Ashes. Starting to get repetitive with this deck too. What do we think? How is everyone? Came in during some really chill tarot. I like it to be chill too, and I feel like the chiller it is, the less the trolls get away with, and the more like in and out of channeling I am, the more they can kind of slip in, and I try to be overly nice in a sense too. It's hard to tell when people are trolling. Remember, somebody had warned me that one of the former trolls that got blocked from my chat once came back as a different screen name, and they didn't know for months. And they like, I didn't think anything of it. Hey, yeah. How you doing? Say that shit on my face. Huh? Okay. I don't know. Okay. Um, how's everybody? I feel like we're done with this deck too, but who's trying to get a love reading? Because I pulled 3 decks tonight, and we did 1 and 2. I could keep pulling these. This was a good shadow reading. What you think? This was for me and Polaroid for sure. But who's trying to get their love reading? Yeah, because I feel like these are done too. the takeaway is working together for healing, not always being, not always working on your own, but sometimes it's about coming together and asking for the help and getting and receiving the help from others. So, once again, this is the third deck. So, whoever just showed up is like, what? You want a love reading? You came just in time for it? Let's see what's going on. This is for soulmates too. So, this could be your soulmates are people who are by your side for long periods of time, and you have very smooth, non-tumultuous relationships, right? They don't have to be romantic. This is also for romantic relationships as well as soulmates, right? And I'm sensing this is more romantic because the Lovers is the top card and it's the pink deck. There's a decent card though. Card there. We've got Knight of Wands. Well, it's in the reverse, but actually I think I'm holding the deck upside down. Sometimes it's about perspective. Sometimes you just have to see perspective from a different way. Because I was holding my deck upside down and I'm seeing this card is upside down and not there. When in reality, you're just holding it upside down and it is there. And I think that's going to be a big lesson. And sometimes that's half the disappointment is actually just the perspective that you have on something. Um, the Knight of Wands is all about passion. Okay, so it's about coming in with passion, going towards what you want, finding your passion, following your bliss, no matter what kind of judgment there is. But this judgment might lead to a break in something, right? Like maybe taking time off, taking time apart, separating yourselves only to see that, the judgment's coming from the outside, not necessarily within. Okay. We have the Lovers, which can be making a decision or representing actual love relationships. And we have the Empress, who's in the upright and in the garden, just minding her business and ruling over the empire. And the Ace of Wands, having control over your emotions. Got 3 face down card here, and then we have these future cards over here that hit the ground. So we'll save those. Oof. What you don't see is all this. What you do not see is this emotional burden that you may be carrying or your person is carrying. It's got people talking for sure. It's a lot going on. And you're wondering what the fuck is the gossip and what is the holdup and what is all these emotional burdens. But what you don't see is this happy union between, two people. So maybe you could be dealing with someone who's already in a relationship or married or something and you don't know it, but it doesn't feel like menacing energy. It feels more like leading somewhere than leading someone, you know. Yeah, 10 of Cups to confirm what I just said. That union is a positive one between two people. However, in the future, the Emperor is on its side, so you have to remember that sometimes the masculines are just going to be who they are, and they're not really ever going to be full Emperor, but they're not necessarily not going to be there. They're just going to be kind of whatever. Could be an Aries you're dealing with. Um, oddly enough, I see victory over any kind of third party situation, which is like an odd thing to throw in at the end of this reading. But if you were suspecting something like that, I don't see it, at least in the future. Even though this is kind of a celebratory card, I feel like when I have to honor third party energy like everyone else does, and particularly when I'm doing the pink deck. Um, but this victory implies that there is some kind of celebration, there is some kind of win. And to see this on its side would indicate that, yeah, there's no third party thing. That is interesting. So, that was quick too. I mean, I guess we're kind of done with tarot. How's everybody feeling? This ain't over. I'll tell you that much. Somebody's trying to give you the world. 10 of discs right here. This ain't over. Death in reverse. Somebody wants to give you the world. Period. So quit thinking it's over when it's over. Yeah, you might have to help someone along the way. 6 of Swords. Helping someone gain passage. Helping someone through. This hard time may not be your hard time. This may be your person's hard time. And when the hard times come, can you handle, you know, being well complex, being supportive, being there? Knight of Wands again. Remember to keep a positive perspective and know that sometimes life will be disappointing, but any kind of disappointments that you feel will be explained in full. Yeah, kind of same. Knight of Wands again. Wands again. Cool. Cool. Okay, we went through all 3 of those decks in like 30 minutes. So, what y'all thinking? What y'all feeling? Those pretty good reads. I like them. It's still a pretty quiet night. Might just call it. What do you think, Holy Boy? It's just me and you and a couple lurkers at this point, so it was fun for the moment during the read. But everybody just wants their own thing, and that's okay if they don't understand how personal it gets when they just hang out for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Felt like they were really powerful, meaningful, quick messages. I wasn't meaning for it to be quick. It just happened to be quick, but they hit home. I liked it a lot. I feel like I could be done with the tarot. I don't know if anybody's really down for the chatting as much tonight, though. Or if you have any other kind of stuff, spiritual. Yeah, I don't know. Try to at least stream for an hour when I stream. Still got 15 minutes. Um, Thank you for being here. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's so true and so appreciate you. Um, I could talk more about my spiritual woes lately. Because I got to this point where I was streaming so much, channeling so much. I no longer had my own identity. I was channeling so much that I no longer had my own identity. So I had to drop all things spiritual for me. And Like I said, I took a tea break. It was a tolerance break from Mary Jane and a tarot break and from spirituality. There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on. But there was a lot of people going on. That's why I'm trying to be less channeling, less, but it's still the accuracy of knowing some rando that was on here for the first time ever was an air sign. So it's this balance of like, okay, it was a lot going on, but it was really, it was really going. And when I take a step back and I take a break and I do some healing and I focus on other things and I come back to it and it's still like that, it does give a deeper question for me of how much, you know, where's the threshold, how much can be accurate and true, and how much is just within my own mind. And it's simple. It was through the looking glass for me. I had to shatter that mirror to get out. You know what I mean? Um, it was, it's too draining to live that way. But it was amazing some of the results that we had um, from doing it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because we were all in sync. It was pretty nuts. It was some really wild stuff. Um, and it's crazy because everything we talked about, it's like if I believe it, I believe it, and if I don't, I don't. But it'd be very hard to not believe in a lot of the things that we had witnessed in that way. Where yeah, it got pretty intense, and then all of a sudden it got quiet, and I got quiet everywhere. When I first came back to streaming after being gone for like a solid month, a lot of people had said they hadn't been on here either. So it wasn't just me, and it wasn't just us. It was like a general thing. Exactly. Like 100 times per stream. It was very weird. Like, it got so weird. And it would happen, like, here and there all the time with, like, anybody, but because you were consistently on here, we were consistently doing the same things. Like, yeah, that was fucking wild. And that's what I'm saying, where it's like, damn, if I believe in one thing, I believe in a lot of things, because how else do you explain that kind of stuff? But then where does that leave me? And is everything true? I can't just know everything and read everyone's minds, and at some point, some of it is just in my own mind. And then, like, if I can do it, can anyone do it? And then it's like a whole fabric of reality thing where it's like, whoa, dude, I don't know if I even want the answers to these questions, which is part of the reason that I wanted to kick back how much I was sharing on stream and how much I would kind of not give away my own secrets, but like I like to be open about my practices because, like I said, I don't quite get it either. It's like time travel or something. I don't really know. That's how I describe it because it's like I don't really know how I know this stuff. I don't know how tarot works beyond the shuffle of cards and spirit and getting messages, but my readings are super accurate no matter how much time I take off, no matter how clear headed I am, no matter how sober or fucked up, it don't matter. The gift is the gift is the gift, and it has been a crazy ride. Um, to experience it, right? A crazy ride. Um, because it's very hard to distinguish when it once more is from the outside or within. Am I having a vision or am I being paranoid? Is this, accurate thing or is this me feeding into something? Is this, where are the lines? And I can't be the only referee and judge and jury and psychic and trial for the whole thing. It was like just me versus me. And that's where it starts to get murky because I'm the one who does these things. But I think to some extent, I can't just believe whatever I want to believe about life and then think that everything else is indifferent because I'm the one with the gift. I don't know how much it works on myself. But that's why I had to take a step back. Because then it was like, well, shit, if I can know anything about anyone, well, what the fuck? Why don't I don't know. you get to this very quickly. Can you get to a rabbit hole in that way? That's why I like to be open about my practices, but I don't ever necessarily recommend them because it's a very strenuous life to live. But I find things like this fulfilling to be able to talk about it and to be able to share. I really do. Um, it's just not everyone else appreciates what it is, and some people are downright freaked out by it. You know, it's especially the non-believers that are most freaked out by. They're like, uh-uh. When in their minds, they're like, wait, nah. You know, I love that. There is something else that I wanted to talk about that's a little vulnerable. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I want to say something about that. I really appreciate you saying that because I've been kind of feeling the same way lately, where I look at my life and I'm like, damn, I always thought that I'd be able to help people in a real way and make some actual changes and do something useful with my time. And, should have become a college graduate if I wanted to stay on a certain type of track to be able to make a significant change within, you know, whatever kind of systems that we have set up that I always imagined I would. And of course, I've taken so many wrong turns and I've made so many poor choices and so many fun choices that aren't necessarily good choices. Um, that led me to something else. And I think I've always been a bit non-traditional, always been a bit rebellious, always been a bit stick it to the man, no fucks given type person. So it's very hard for me to even say that that's what I truly wanted. But I did always imagine, since I was very young, that I'd be able to enact a lot more change in the world by this time in my life than I have been, right? Um, but then I do have to sit back and think of how many people on this individual path to nowhere that I'm on. And when I say path to nowhere, I'm not even trying to down on anything. I mean, there's no planned destination. I'm not. Hello, it's me. That's just never been who I am. I have always said that I'm meant to be exactly where I'm going to be, and I am a go with the flow person. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I'm just saying that it is a thing, right? So I have to sit and remember that no, I might not be some kind of social justice lawyer or some physics professor like maybe one day the world had expected I'd become, as they did. Um, but instead, I am kind of just going on with life as I would have this entire time, instead of striving for a goal, just kind of going along and going where I'm needed, right? And it was such a different approach for the same result because along this path, I had to think about all the individual people that I've helped, regardless of any kind of systems, regardless of, a job title, regardless of what I'm doing. It's just been interactions, human interactions. And many times people have told me that I've changed their life, saved their lives, gotten them safety, gotten them out of danger, gotten them to live to see another day. And I realize that there's something very special about that, and that it is achieving ultimately the goal that I always had. That was to help people. So, in a real roundabout way, I guess I'm not too terribly mad about how it's all turned out because of how many people that I have helped and how many lives I have changed or touched in some way by being able to do these things and just with the way that I am. Because kindness is very important to me, even though niceness is not always my forte. Oh, thank you. It's been so good to know you over these months too. I can't believe it's only been 9 months, but it's already been 9 months, and it's just the way time passes. So great, like it's just so cool the way people always say time moves so fast. I never understood that. I don't think I ever will because to me, so much happens in a day, so much happens in a week, so much goes on in a month. then all of a sudden you're adding up years and it's like, wow, that was a lot. That was a long time ago, but really think about how much went on and how young we still are and how it's still only, 2023. It feels like it's been 2020 the past 3 years. I mean, sure, I feel like that'd be a good thing. It means time's really kind of moving slowly, don't you think? If it's just all been, I don't know. I'm trying to like get hype for the people who feel like time's flying, but I just can't relate. Every day feels super long. You get so much done. Life of a go getter just popped in my. This is life of a go getter, go getter. Thank you. Never have to, but I appreciate it. And it's been cool, you're always there. Like I messaged you today, hey, about the stream, you coming? And what if you weren't here? It'd be quiet. Be a couple people popping in. If you are tuning in for tarot, I know it says my tarot mode, but I kind of already ran through all the cards. So if you want, when the stream is over, you can rewatch the replay. It's all general readings, and they were really, really great reads in my opinion. They were just pretty short for whatever reason. Um, and yeah, you can rewatch those when the stream's over, maybe tomorrow, whatever. I don't know how much longer we're gonna chat here. Um, how's everybody feeling tonight? How's anybody feeling? I was just babbling a little bit about what it means to make change in this world, and I think another big aspect of kind of like going along with what I was saying is that I've changed over the years. And some people would say that I haven't changed, since day one. And in some ways, yes, I have this a lot of the same kind of values, mentality, mouth that I've always had. But there's been other ways that I've made some really great strides in changing some of my behavioral patterns and even personality traits and just who I am as a person, the little daily habits, a lot has changed over the years. And I feel like having that change in ourselves is what starts to create changes in our environment. Um, so, me being able to change is what helps to change others. They see how much it's possible, they see where I'm coming from, they see that I can relate, and they can, yeah, either be inspired or aspire to enact the same type of change within themselves when it is that they need it. I always believe that I encounter people when is necessary for them, when they need me. I've always just been someone who's here to help, and so I appear in the lives of people who need my help the most. That's how I've always felt it was. That's how I've always felt it is. And I try to put myself first and do what I need to do or do what I would like to do and follow my own path. But at the same time, it just has always felt so natural to be able to go where I'm needed rather than go where I want to, go where I'm invited, go where I'm welcome. I love that. Because I know that I make it a better place, no matter where that is. You always leave a place better when you found it. So I'm gonna roll these ads. How are y'all feeling? We got these three tarot decks here. We can put them back on if you really want, but I feel like we had some good messages. We can just stay in chat mode for a little bit before I go. It's really up to you if y'all feel like chatting with me. You can say something now before it's too late, because now that we hit the hour mark, I will go anytime. But first, let's roll these ads and then we'll back. It's good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good too. I don't mind talking a little longer. I just don't have a ton to talk about because we've already kind of hit the major points. So let's just roll the ads if we need to, and then we'll have some time. All right. Should we stay in tarot mode? Not really doing tarot anymore. Um, but I feel like we're in tarot mode, you know what I'm saying? It's not like regular chatting. We're in like spiritual lane chatting. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on here. Um, but it is kind of a it's a nice vibe tonight. And again, I appreciate you being here, Polaroid Boy, and to all of my lurkers and quieter chatters. I appreciate you being here as well. Um, once more, we had some good readings tonight. I can crack any of the decks out again, but they don't feel like they need to be. If anyone were to request it, absolutely on a request. Um, yeah, I haven't got to say. I haven't got a whole lot left. Um, Might be more tired. Feeling pretty good, but now I'm like, all right. I think that's it. I think this is. I think that's it. I think we might just go. Like call it a day. Um, I've got nothing else to say. Again, we kind of keep talking about the same things this week because I made that YouTube video. I guess I'll link you guys to all my stuff. We can plug some stuff before I go. You know how it is. Um, I made a video, the Halloween Oracle, a few days ago, and I want to try to do. I'm trying to do. Yeah, this is my most recent YouTube video. This is my website. This is where you can look on my website. Tarot reading of your own. Personal readings are always available. You can listen to my music online, which is kind of fun. I'm working on another cover right now. I actually put a short story up. I think it's still on the homepage. Like a short story I wrote, sci-fi, and I just read it. So it's a pretty cool rendition. So yeah, before I go, spam some links, I guess. Um, yeah, and then like my Instagram. I have two Instagrams because I like got locked out on one. So Instagrams, and you can always know when I'm going to stream because I post it on the Instagrams. These are my two Instagrams. Um, Definitely follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to me right now if you haven't already. Um, yeah, book a personal reading. Listen to my mixtape. I think honestly, I think it was fire, dude. I don't care. I think it's funny. I think it's impressive. I think it was done quickly and with a lot of vigor. Okay. I think the mixtape was great. I think it was so Bring It On era, everything like Y2K inspired, um, Dirty Girl aesthetic, Krayshawn throwback. Like, I thought it was good. You can listen to the mixtape exclusively on my website. There's my mixtape, rap, okay, amongst other cover songs that I like to do. Yeah, I guess so. I do wish that I made better music so that people actually did like it, but it's fun to me. I think that's what matters to me. It's actually fun to do. Um, but yeah. go on my website, some covers, do whatever you got to do, do whatever you Planet Illy, always open. You can even become a member on my website and you can join a group where you can see all the content that I kind of would have been posting on other websites. One thing. Um, yeah, yeah, I do find joy in it. Lately, I've been trying to write some music again. I'm collaborating with Dom, the one and only Dom Rocks. Sent me, yeah, becoming a member is free, and then there's groups you can join. So it's really cool. Forums are there. They're not super active, but we could make them active. I always forget about it, to be honest with you, and I think a lot of other people do too. But here I am. It's winter time, so it's time to just focus on the little things that we can do. Write a blog sometime. Um, yeah, he sent me a bunch of beats and stuff, so I was listening to him the other day and making notes on like what they sounded like to me. But I find it very hard to write music to beats that aren't just like simple sort of like hip hop style beats, right? Like a lot of guitar. So I'm learning. It's a learning process. 111 on the clock. Um, um, learning. He said he would do any of the songs that I use of his. He would mix, produce, whatever he said. So yeah. Um, but I haven't been liking my voice lately, probably because I've been smoking. I was singing a Janice song the other night, and it actually sounds. I could probably play it. I don't know. It's raw vocals. Probably doesn't sound that good, but it doesn't sound that bad either. I don't know. I'm gonna probably just add a little bit of backing vocals to it, and I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Really, I think I'll do a more bun style. Oh, trust me, this was a vocal warm up. It doesn't sound so bad. I don't. It's just a smoking. I still kind of got it. Yeah. So it's probably fine. I just sound different, and I feel like I maybe don't have the same breath. I also feel like winter months affect it. Yeah, it's the winter months, law. The winter months. Babe Nation. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of "Dig It" like in the song, and probably just post a pretty acapella-ish version of that. Um, but that's the only music I've really, yeah, been working on. But I want to try and make some songs with Dom since he sent me some anyways. I think that'd be fucking cool. And I got a cousin who also makes music. We're gonna jam. So music's gonna come back. But also I do feel like the winter months my voice just stays kind of cold and rusty, don't you think? In the summertime I feel like I sing like liquid honey like the sky. But in the winter it's like yeah, me too. Um, it's hard to because when you get down on everything, you get down on everything, right? And I was kind of taking a singing break too, but I tried to say I don't care so much about music. Let's give winter a run for its money. I really like that. That's gonna just have to be the vibe this winter. Let's give winter a run for its money. I love that. Absolutely love that. Amen. Amen. Make this season your bitch. Hell yeah. Hey, if you're just tuning in, I have my tarot cards here, but we kind of already did the readings, and then I stayed in tarot mode because it's like 5444 on the timer. But we can do whatever. Just wanted to say, hey, thanks for being here. We're not talking about anything in total particular, but anything at all that you might feel called to discuss. Um, yeah. So we have to stay. Oh, thank you for the follow. Cool name, Arcana Ravana, Arcana Ravana, Major Arcana, Arcana Ravana. Very cool. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Little boop boop. Not Hindu chants, maybe? Oh, hey, cuz. How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Cool. So we're just chanting and we were talking about winter not slowing us down. Thank you. Yeah. How do you know it's a new hairstyle if you're new here? Is this who I think it is right now? Somebody ratted you out for your old screen name. Shave Gang for sure. Oh no, who are you? Holy man, it was up a hot woman to the presence. I look in the mirror, I can see why you was tempted. Say, you want me to go to hell? I said, that's where I'm going. Yeah, that's great. You missed the holy man. Not so hot woman anymore, right? Like I got my holy man haircut. It's my holy man haircut. I never even thought of that. It's so good. Yeah, it is Tibetan vibes. I appreciate you, fam. Yeah, right? The hot woman was like leading the way. She was too blonde, too Barbie. The guides were like, no more blonde. I said, really? They were like, yeah, none. I was like, what if it's like this? They're like, no. This? No. Eventually it just fell off. Give me the holy man. Yeah, very good. Very good. Talking about how I am trying not to channel as I did stream and not get too lost in the sauce because it's very easy to, yeah. That's cute. Is it you drinking cocoa by the fire? Yeah, okay. How would you know? But I mean maybe. I have been talking about lots of transformation and the seasonal changes can be very difficult as well, I think, because I'm slowing so much down this winter. Um, and I think maybe drastic haircuts speak volumes on anyone. That's just what typically they do. So, um, yeah, I feel like I'm always going through something. We all kind of are. Um, it was about a month. I often take months off. It seems approximately every 6 months there's a reason that I take a month off of, uh, which, regardless of why, it just so happens to coincide every 6 months that I just take a month off. This one was a little early because it's typically June and October. Or sorry, it was November last year. November and June, usually when I'm not streaming. But this year, September, really a little late to see it. Um, but yeah, back. I always come back. Okay. Oh, I'm really glad to hear it. Ah, so, what you're working on now, you mean, or you remixed your album? The alien. Too funny. Okay, I wasn't sure what you meant, but okay, so you got some new stuff. Yes, that's very good. Look how I'm itching my ear as we talk about that too. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that it's working out. What else is going on there, Chris? No, got a tarot card, a scarab, a heart, and then these I got at the thrift store. I don't know what these are. I think it's just random clay pieces. I do have a necklace of him. Yeah. Did you know? I got Kali back there. Do you see her? Kali corner. I know it's kind of dark. I wanted vibey lights tonight. I could have had myself lit up, but I want vibey lights instead. No, I think you've been gone for a while. I I started streaming again early October. I didn't have very many consistent streams because I was gonna not talk and not do tarot, and then I realized that was really boring and not who I am. I'm back on here doing tarot and whatnot. Um, but I've been back all of October technically. I just was spaced out far and few between on streams. But I took the month of September off. I was still streaming in August, was I not? As far as I recall, I streamed in August. Did I not? What a long fucking year it's been, huh? I love that. That's what I mean. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's already October. I'm like, wow, it's only October. Like, we haven't even got fucking Pisces season yet, so the year is not over yet. We're just having a mid month winter check in come New Year's. You know what I'm saying? It's time to plan for spring. Remember that next time you're trying to make a New Year's resolution, just plan for spring. And then when summer comes, you plan for fall. And then when winter comes, you plan for spring. And then you get what I'm saying? So don't think of it as this year long goal you have to set. Just think, okay, I have time to reset. I have time to take time to pause, to sit back and say, all right, it's winter. I'm just chilling vibes. Kicking back, just doing a little bit of nothing, taking extra naps like we talked about. Get on there and do a resolution. It doesn't have to be to lose weight or to use a planner. It's always mine. I'm going to use a planner this year. No, I'm not. For what do I plan? Very little, it turns out. Very, very little. Okay, my planners just end up being fucking face diaries and script holders more than anything. Um, so we will not be doing that. Yes, yes. Just do a little check in, like a little reset. Winter's a great time for that. You know, the creativity is supposed to be kind of powered down. It's supposed to be kind of mellowed out. You're supposed to kind of go with the flow in the sense that, maybe in the summertime, for me, every day in the summer, I'd wake up and I would make something. I'd create, I'd work, I'd exercise, I'd walk, I'd have fun, I'd be serious, I'd do it all in a day. 20 hours a day, every summer day. Who I am as a person, right? But now it's like, okay, I'll be lucky if I'm going to paint today. I'm lucky if I write a song today. I'm lucky if I feel like poetry. Truly, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole different vibe. Um, who loves the sun? Who cares that it is shining? Yeah, so I'm not huge into winter. I much prefer the summer, spring and summer. Fall's never long enough. No, last fall was beautiful. Last fall was like endless summer vibes. It was amazing. Probably the best fall ever. Absolutely loved it. I'm at least glad I went to a cider mill this year. Um, very, very cool stuff. Ba, 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 ooh, la, la, I don't have it on me. I don't even remember where I put it. It's another. I don't know. I don't know about them October moon events. I don't know. I feel like I felt them, but I didn't. I don't know what goes on anymore. I'm trying to keep myself out of my life. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like stay out of it all. Like that's part of the spiritual crisis, I suppose. I am trying to stay out of the way and out of it entirely, to see how my life goes when I don't fixate, when I don't go with emotions, because I see how what happens when it does. And I've been playing the long game, and I've been manifesting vaguely, vaguely, and vaguely, because I think that's how you should manifest. I don't think we're supposed to ask for certain things, places, people. I think we're supposed to ask for things that are aligned with our highest good and becoming in alignment with what that is and what that entails for us as a person and enacting the change within us and doing the work necessary to get to those things. Um, to where I've always been manifesting the long game, right? Because it's not these instant gratification. I want this, I want that. Yeah. Big wisdom moment. Thank you, baby. It's never been I want this, I want that. It's I am happy, I am healthy, I am okay, I am successful, I am hopeful, I am peaceful. That's how I manifest. And so, yeah, it is more affirmations. Yeah, you're not wrong. And maybe saying them more and more is better. So now I am trying to integrate both, maybe a little bit more specific manifestations like material things that aren't too specific. Some people say you should be really specific in your manifestations, but I'm not trying to ask too much. I'm trying to ask for the best thing possible for me. Yeah. Well, I go through phases in which I'm very calm and which I'm not. And again, we're trying to hold back from channeling too much. We're doing a lot of channeling. Right. You know, the holy man gotta fucking get a grip over that hot woman wants to fucking show off and impress everybody all the time and be sexy and fun and cool. The holy man gotta take the lead sometimes. So we got the haircut, right? Thank you. Um, I'm always doing good. Um, but I appreciate it. Feel I am. Um, and these are desperate times in the world, sadly enough. Got a lot going on, a lot that we're looking at, a lot that we're dealing with, a lot that goes without us even noticing and without us being affected. Very sad what's happening all over the place. And we just happen to live somewhere where it's not happening. Well, I think this is more of a yellow than an orange. Monk Millie is pretty dope, though. I don't know if I'm allowed to call myself a monk. Some people don't even think I'm allowed to call myself a holy man. I think I'm allowed to be a holy man because the book said so. Were you there when I read that out loud? We were reading Be Here Now, obviously, right? That they were describing the holy man, or Ram Dass was describing the holy man, and I laughed because I was like, that's what I do. That's how I became a holy man. I read it out loud in front of everybody, where it was like he makes fun of you and teases you. It's like, yes, I do that. Then he talks to your dead relatives. Yes, I do that. And then he sends you on your merry way feeling happier and wiser and knowing what to do. Yes, I do that too. So I am. Oh, I remember. It's my regular one, I think. It should be Lolly the Page Master. I think this is the email I have on my website. Everything. I'm always weird about that where I'm like, oh, should I put my email in the chat? It's like, yeah, it's literally already on the internet. So what difference does it make? It's just my email address, right? No, this vape is cheers. This vape is cheers. Excellent. Thank you. This is gonna be a fun thing. I'm excited. I'm excited. It'll be real cute. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, yeah. I am becoming grounded because I am realizing what I want. Like I said, I've been vaguely manifesting doing my affirmations and whatnot. Being a bit more specifically, really getting into the work and doing things. But now the coffee's um how's everybody doing tonight? We chilling, vibing, right? You're listening to my little preview of Janice. No, I have not. I'll look it up. I probably wouldn't get something like, oh my god, what? Interesting. I've definitely seen this before. I guess I didn't call. It'd be nice. Sure. Cool. So, anyways, y'all, it's an hour 30. How we doing? Quite a bit of working going on, no? Yeah. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I might not stay too much longer because you are really helping get conversation and I don't want to just keep repeating myself to people. I appreciate you being here. I'm really proud of you. I'm really glad that you're getting the work done. Glad that your album's out and you're glad to listen to the second half. Yeah. Um, there is usually wildness and chaos. I am trying to steer. Okay, fine. I can talk about that a little bit before we go. Um, I am a very wild woman. I'm a very chaotic man. I thrive in the wildness and the chaos. It's true. I always I've got a very rebellious Aquarius moon, no doubt about that. I am ready for your EPs and this next album. We love you, Polaroid Boy. Y'all, why don't you plug Virgo before you go? He's talking about his, yeah. Plug your album real quick before you leave. Yeah, I did it last time, so you can do it this time. Anyway, um, I've always been pretty wild, chaotic, and for a long time I embraced that that's who the yeah. Oh, link it is what I really meant. Um, I'm trying to be less like that because it's like not 100% effective for everyday life just because it's effective for my own moral compass, right? Leading with morality is great in theory, but in practice, it like leaves you with fewer options than you want. Sometimes you do have to learn how to compromise more than anything in life because you're not the only one here. Like 8 billion people, you have to be able to compromise at least a few. It's just the craziest experience. Tried to center myself so much. It wasn't really bald. I cut off all the blonde. Really, it just got, and I cleaned it up. Like I just cut off what was blonde. So I didn't shave down this time. I've had, yeah, I wanted fresh hair. I didn't want the bleach anymore. Okay, so this is Polaroid Boys' new album, Virgo. I listened to the first half. My favorite song is Pink Sky and Before I Fall. I left off on Ukulele Girl. Finish it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I kept my fresh growth. Um, and I probably had like a half inch. Yeah. I thought about baking it, but I just have it all the way in me at the time. Most I've ever done is like my weird bang hawk, if you will, where I had like just bangs and then like this was baked and then a dread tail. So that was that was fun. That was probably my most monk haircut, actually. And then there was like a little evil eye at the bottom of the dread. Yeah, no, it was cool. It was very, very punk. It was very, very punk. I don't, as a white person, feel like I should have been having dreads all willy nilly like I did. But as I cut them off, I kept them growing. Wow. Um, yeah, yeah. I will finish it when I listen to music and remember to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just like forgot the next day. Maybe next time I'm getting ready to stream like I did with the. If you're tuning in for tarot, we kind of already did the tarot, so definitely watch the replay. But if you have a request, I've got 3 decks on the table. Um, Halloween Oracle, the Thought deck, and Pink deck, all for different things. Kali, yeah. I've always been on a Kali tip, so thank you. I appreciate that. And you're right, I am on my Buddha vibes. I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff and I've become very detached from a lot of things. I'm practicing patience and desire, and Kali's always been guide, always in the process of creating and destroying. I feel like Shiva is angry. I feel like that's Shiva. If you're messing with Shiva, you have to expect that. The only times I've ever seen Shiva seemed like very mad. Not to, I don't think it's good to see Shiva. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We all have anger. We all feel that way. We all have rage. Shiva just always shows up. I feel like it's scary, humbling experience, and it seems to be that way for everyone. So, we are all everything. We are all within. The universe is within us as much as it is around us. I really, truly believe that. And that's why if you go too far into your own universe, you get lost in yourself. I say when you go through the looking glass, you have to be the one to shatter the mirror. Okay? That's good. I should write that down. What did I just say? If you go through the looking glass, I don't know why I'm typing it when I'm saying it. You have, because then I'll remember. Be someone to shatter the mirror. That reminds me of something I'm working on in a poetry book, but it's kind of a mess right now, and I think I'm sick of it already. Um, Interesting. Shout out to the lurkers. Oh, you're still here? It's a good one, right? Go ahead and quote me on that. Oh, I love to be Alice and the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat. Okay, I'm. Oh, Mad Hatter's son. No. Cheshire Cat's son. Mad Hatter Moon. Alice Rising. Jabberwocky, Venus and Mercury. Yeah, yeah. White Rabbit, Mars. Yeah, that's my Alice in Wonderland chart for sure, for sure. It's really good. That describes me to a T. Cheshire Cat Sun, Mad Hatter Moon, Alice Rising, Jabberwocky, Venus and Mercury, White Rabbit, Mars. Perfect. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Yes. Very happy for you. Let's go. That just reminds me of which are good. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it gay. It's not like I heart girls or anything. Mm. I bet Dom would just love that. He has mixed feelings on me calling myself a holy man. Um, but he sent me beats. I was working on some songs. So we'll see how that goes. But I would do it. I gotta do one called Holy Man, and then the other one is Hot Woman, and they'll be two very different albums. I always have concepts for albums that are very rare to get them made. I'm glad I made it funny, cute. You can listen to it if you want. Oh, and you can make fun of me if you want. At least it means you listen to it. But also, if you're making fun of me, that means that you laughed, and the whole point is laughter, I think. Because it's fucking. Well, listen to my mixtape with Eat You, Bite Me, kind of same dynamic. Holy Man, eat you, hot woman, bite me. So it's like, yeah, the mixtape is kind of the thing that it very much like that. There's a lot of the lyrics were very holy man, but they sound very hot woman. Yeah, I know. Don't let me get started. Don't let me get started. We're trying to avoid the channeling and all the drainingness. Look, 444 with 4 viewers. Okay. I love the spinny chair. That's great. I really wish that I could get y'all more emotes and stuff. I'm just so not good with the tech stuff and never got any better. I'm so sorry. I should, especially for my subscribers. By the way, you should subscribe and keep me encouraged to keep streaming. Shout out to my subscribers who never quit, even when I wasn't streaming. Amazing. But you should consider being one of them. You won't have to watch any ads, although there's not much to watch when you don't watch the ads. But it's super supportive of me, and you can use your Amazon Prime account to sign up and be a subscriber for free. I still get paid by Jeff Bezos. That is. Okay, so you can use your Amazon Prime account, subscribe right now. I get paid. You don't pay anything. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Um, Monk Millie. Would it be Monk Millie or Millie Monk? Alien Monk Millie. No, no. Millie Monk or Monk Millie? It's gotta be Monk first because that's like more titly, like Ram Dass. Ram, no, Baba, right? Baba Ram Dass. That's what they do, Baba. Baba Ali, Monk Millie. What is GFX? Oh, like the emotes and stuff. They have the automated ones that I used, and there was like this website I was looking into, and maybe it was Canva. I don't even think I was so over it. I don't want to use someone else's design. I don't know how to design these myself. Yeah, no, it just I've never been that great at graphic design. I didn't even know that's what that stood for. Like, what kind of effects? So, wow, that's interesting. I bet if you practice, you'd get it back. Oh, we gotta roll the ads soon. That would be kind of great. That would be pretty great. Yeah. Well, you can see I am dedicated to the holy man, right? That's how we know. Yeah. Fuck you, Gloria. I'm eating crawdads. Whatever the fuck. Not now, Gloria. I'm crawfishing. Yeah. Crawfish and wax paper emo would be excellent. Would be absolutely excellent. What's up? I wonder like how these lurkers are doing. Are they sitting here waiting for tarot? Because I keep mentioning I will use it, whatever tarot deck they want me to, but nobody's saying much. So we're just like kind of chilling and vibing and joking and like, right? Kind of a cool time. I'm pretty sure it was Morphean, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. A very manly Muppet just followed me. Wow, that sounds like a himbo if I ever heard one. Hi. First time, huh? How's it going? We're just kind of chatting. I know it says tarot mode. I'm not really in tarot mode, but I can be. We've got some decks out on the table if you were very interested in hearing something. Um, a Muppet, not a puppet. Get it right, Polaroid boy. Because a puppet is this way and a Muppet is this way, right? Oh, they do have little, right? But aren't they? Yeah. Oh no. Hey, why do you have to be like that? We didn't do anything. I am. I streamed like twice this week already, I think. I'm in this bitch. But I do have to roll the ads in. Up to. Um, I was gonna almost an hour ago. But honestly, if there's a nice flow and are into the chat, I don't mind talking a bit longer. It's been a while since we had this sort of no disruptions, no dull moments. Yeah. And I hate my chat screen right now. I was trying to be all cute with this painting and a picture of, and I wanted it to be different, but yeah. Okay, cool, cool. Um, so I guess we can keep chatting then. I'll want to, um, because it is nice to be back. It's um probably done with the nobody's back right. So I'm going. It's just staying to. I like it better with the chat. My chat mode doesn't really. It's got like little chat because I wanted it to be different, so it's centered different. But it just looks lame, and I might fix it while I'm back. So be right back. It is what it is, y'all. All right. Me back. Enjoy that. Cool. So, anyways, I got nothing for you. Uh, So, this me coming to the end of the stream here. It's been great talking. But it just seems like what do we? I mean, I'm not gonna just yet. What time is it? Not super late, but I'm not carrying the team. All I'm saying. Some nights I'm like, sure, I can babble, I can do this, I can talk about anything. But if it's up to me, I'm just gonna talk about things that probably seem very dismal and repetitive, even. So if y'all don't keep us on a track, then this train is in the Casey Jones. It's way on out of here at high speed. You know what I mean? No cocaine. This is not what I meant to imply, but you know what I mean. I'm like kind of tired. Um, but it's nice. It's nice to be here. It's nice even with the lurkers. I appreciate y'all lurking. I appreciate the chatter. Even such a vibe. It's been a while since we had. That's okay. I ain't gotta work tomorrow. I ain't got shit to do. Tomorrow Sunday is football. Come on. All right. I will get sleep. Um, but I appreciate that tonight was very chill and y'all were chatting it up, and that you are back and people are supportive. Like I said, I got those subs who never quit. They were subbing, they've been subbed the whole time I was gone. God bless, shout them out. And once more, you should consider subscribing to encourage me to keep streaming like my loyal subs. Hi, Alex. Thunder. Slay. Yeah. Hey, Slay. How you doing? I had tarot cards out earlier, but I don't really have them out anymore. But I say that I'm in tarot mode because I don't like the other screen right now. It's like pain, sleeting, but one night. I've been great. How have you been? Been great to see you. Oh, finding a balance and a way forward. No, I'm back. I've been streaming, dude. I'm telling you. The thing is, I took a break. I think I've already described this many times. Finding a balance and way forward is a great way to describe it, but I took a break from everything, and tarot included. And so when I came back to streaming, I was going to try not to stream tarot and stuff on here anymore. I was going to switch to just books. And then I realized I didn't really feel I was never in the mood to stream reading. I'm only ever in the mood to stream when we're going to talk in a conversation and I might do some tarot. I just had to learn to not channel everything and not channel anything that pops up on here because we've seen my ability to do so. And it's just, it ends up being very draining. You never know who's on the other end, and things get very chaotic, caught in the crossfire. And then it makes me probably look worse than anybody else. Yeah, I did. The channeling, it was all the time. And it didn't really exhaust me. It honestly was the opposite of exhausting. It kept me awake. I was like channeling at all times. It was like I had to, it was like I was forced to turn it off. Yeah, yeah. It was literally like that, dude. And then I was like, whoa, I need to have my life back. And I had to take a break. And I questioned everything. I questioned everything because of that. And then when I got it all out and turned it all off and shut it all down, and then I went, okay, let me peek here. Tarot, still accurate, you know? So I knew there's definitely something to it. But when you open like I was, and everybody says that, like, you gotta be careful. And I was like, but I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't. And then one day you're out your goddamn mind. Yeah, yeah. Amen. Amen. It's like holy cannoli Uncle Tony because I have a Kali right here. That's what I've been telling you all night. I probably should put a lamp in front of it. Does the ring light count? Yeah, I finally got her back. I think I am very well protected, but it's even sometimes my protectors will come and check in and it'll be too fucking heavy, you know. And then, I question everything and feel alone, and I'm never alone. But then sometimes you feel alone when you're not alone, or I mean, vice versa, where you know what I'm saying. Feel like you're not alone when you are alone. And it's a whole lot. Okay, you don't have to be rude. Are you being rude? Clean? Hmm. I'm not surprised if I so I don't know much about the Hindu religion really. Okay. I missed you too. Okay, I thought claim sounded kind of funny. I never heard anything before, but claim linguistically. Yeah, I'm back. Took like a month off, but I'm back. Holy man haircut, as we've established. Um, Personal readings always available. You stand up. Thank you. I love when people will boost the hot woman's confidence in being a holy man. Just feel like now's a good time to remind everyone that you can go to my website right now and there's so much you can do on there. You can go listen to a new science fiction short story that I wrote. You can listen to my mixtape and other cover songs that I made. You can go on there and you can see art, but you can read. You can read stuff that I write. What else can you do on my website? You can become a member. You should become a member. And if you become a member, you can join a group. And the group has like special stuff that you can see. And that's cool too. Um, Lots of things you can do. On my website, you can book a personal reading. It's pretty cool stuff. You should check it out just for the fun of it. You don't even have to do anything. Um, oh, not only can you book a personal reading, but I'm always forgetting that I have merch. Um, but I haven't made most of our Twitch merch yet. There was some t-shirt ideas that were floating around a few months ago, and I never got around to doing them. There was one that I did, but the others I needed the art for. So, it, I can't remember what this link would be. See if this is a real link. I don't think so. It is. Oh my god, it is. So you can see my merch. JFC. Yeah, very cool stuff. So, yeah, very cool. So, just wanted to shout myself out. I worked hard on these things. Just thought I would share. Um, Thank you all for being here. If you're waiting on tarot, we kind of already did tarot. I have the Thoth deck, the Halloween Oracle, and the Pink deck out. If anybody has like any little requests, but if you want, once the stream is over, you can watch the first hour, and there's like a pretty good tarot readings from each deck in there. And I'm not totally opposed to pulling them back out because it says that I'm in tarot mode, even though we're kind of in more of a chat mode. Um, thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I haven't had a whole lot to talk about lately because I'm fixated on winter and war, and it's. I feel it does get repetitive, and I am just trying to stay in this say zenness that other people can perceive. The holy man being grounded in the strong presence over them, um, and not getting too lost in the stream, not doing too much channeling, getting too psychic about it all, and imitating people's actions and knowing exactly when someone walks in. Like I just don't feel the need to be as connected to it as I was. I feel like I was physically closer to it all too. And I feel like creating some distance really helps. Yeah, those link moments, they get crazy. They get crazy. We already talked about that, but still, it gets to be too much to a certain extent. Um, ready for so much. Amen. That's good. I feel like if it's challenging, then it's worthy your efforts. Right? I don't remind myself of that. I feel you. I feel you. It's so funny because I was like, speaking of throat, I want smoke. So bad right now. It's so silly. Because why would I do that? Why would I want to do that? So terrible. I'll never condone smoking even when I actively smoker. Mm. Okay, well, I have 2 to 4 eyes, so I'd love to keep it that way. I have both eyes. I want to be, and then the third eye too. So I'm like a three-eyed holy man. Anything five because of the glasses. Like people say 4 eyes. We're talking third eye, so that'd be like 5 eyes. So the fifth eye. Ooh, the fifth eye. Is this like Fifth Element vibes? Yeah, what kind of ancient scriptures? Yeah, yeah, on the fifth eye. Oh, that's cool thought. Maybe do some of us have more than seven? Because sometimes I picture myself covered in eye. Pop, pop. Y'all, I might be tired now. I might actually go this time. I thought I could hang. I think maybe I can't hang. What time is it? I could maybe do 10 more minutes max. 10 minutes. And then I'll probably go. I don't even know if I got 10. I mean, I was like, okay, last call. Is there anything very important that anyone wants to share or say before we call it for the night? This is our final hour, final moments. Um, I don't know when I'll be back again to stream. I just kind of do it when I'm in the mood to, or when I'm physically ready to, or have the time to get ready to. What is this? That's amazing. What do you do with your points? Oh, cool. Thank you. More information. Okay, so do something. Isn't that like you can give me drips and um yeah. Very cool. This or that. Yeah. Cool. This. Yeah. Love this. Love this. Love you. Um, very cool. I love that you racked up so many points. I wonder how many points a lot of the fellas have on here. And the ladies. Can't forget about the ladies. Haven't been here. That's my again, thank you to the subscribers who never quit. You should consider joining them. Remember that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to a Twitch. And it could be me. Um, and then Jeffrey pays me. You don't pay him any. Hate him. It's like a thing. Very cool stuff. Um, much love. Look at all this love. I am still trying to believe in love more than any other force or power in the entire world. And sometimes that can be very challenging to want to believe in love more, including hate, including um, greed, including, ugliness of everything. Yeah. To choose or to believe that love is ultimately the strongest force in the universe is a choice you have to consciously make like every single day because it's not always going to be, oh, I will. I have it. I am going to read the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, I have that book and I want to read it on stream. It's funny you say that. Um, love has to be the most powerful force in the universe because it's the one that heals and makes us human and connects us to ourselves around us. It's puts the energy of love into everything we do, makes it better, makes it happier. It's crazy. Gotta believe that it's the strongest force and that it cannot be faked and it cannot be manipulated or um, there's love. Pretty crazy stuff. Um, but that could be really challenging because there's so much hate in the world, so much aggravation, there's so much argument, conflict, there's so many times of down, you know? Um, yeah, dude, I got a lot of, and I have it to give, I have it to keep, I have it to always be, I have it to reflect on, to reflect in, to make moves with. I think I'd like to go back to San Francisco someday. I don't know why I just thought that. If somebody else was thinking it too, I can just smell it already. I think maybe I was always meant to be somewhere out there, like, but never really was. Never really too far, too long. So it's interesting of be that way, so polarized, damning. Um, so 5 minutes, y'all. What else is up? What else is good? Y'all been okay? Doing great. Y'all gonna be alright. What's up? Buzzcut Barbie slash Holy Man haircut. I love that. The holy man haircut. It's too funny. Me too. I think a lot of us decided to take a pause and make better life choices, and it's not a perfect practice. I still, still mess up, still fall back, still. Oh, love this. Okay. Yeah, we love a little MIA. We love making better choices. We love MIA. Yeah, absolutely. Make 'em right, make 'em all day. Bonafide hustle, love, make 'em Monday. All I wanna do is right? And I take your money. Yeah, absolutely. I was in high school when that song came out. Isn't that funny? Because y'all were probably so young. It was such an era to have lived through. I'm so glad that I got the mid aughts for high school. Like, I am glad I missed the Gen Z conundrum of everything being on social media. I'm very happy to be a millennial, be a boomer, some shit. A boomer, but Gen X probably had the best of both worlds, right? Best of all worlds. But we try to embrace the now, how to be present in this moment, appreciate what we have and what we hold, what we've got in this reality, in this lifetime, in this decade, and see how special it is and how meant for it we were by choosing to be here at some point in time, space, or whatever. Oh, Sookie Stackhouse, we're not doing it anymore. I got too bored of it and I don't want to read them anymore. It made me not want to stream to read that book. It was just like this kind of trashy vampire novel. So, lol. I'm kind of scared of love, I think, sometimes. Yeah, it is. It is. I agree. I think if I'm going to read, it's got to be shorter spiritual text rather than like random arduous novels, 40 pages per chapter. Crazy. Um, all right, y'all. I'm pretty much gonna go. Then I don't know when I'll be back again. I kind of just been streaming whenever the fuck I feel like it. Instead of trying to plan when I'm gonna stream or what I'm gonna stream, I just want to stream. I do want to get to reading the Bhagavad Gita. It was literally one of the books that was voted for. The Sookie Stackhouse novel was voted for, but it was very boring. Everybody was really into chapter one, no one was into chapter two. I didn't feel like reading chapter three. That's what happened. You can go out and read it yourself. Buy the book used because Charlene Harris may have been a racist. Don't know. It, don't know. It's just like no. So yeah, we're gonna probably still read and do Bhagavad Gita, but we still like tarot. We still like chatting. We still like, some holy man vibes around here. And for a minute there, I really thought that I wasn't gonna do that anymore. So it feels good to have a balance of being calm, chill, centered, grounded, and not being a channeled mess or get too deep into it or anything like that. So, anyways, yeah, I'm about to roll some ads. Okay, I know it's annoying because I'm leaving anyway for sure, but I'm just gonna roll the ads because why not? Like money from All right, and as promised, I am out of here. So, once again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the new follows. Once again, consider subscribing, and thank you to my subscribers who are still subscribed even after my time off. There's a link to my website and a link to my link tree. If you want to follow me on any and all socials, you can always know when I'm streaming based on Instagram posts. So feel free to follow me over there. Lots of stuff to do on my website. The link tree will help you find the things that there is to do on my website. So enjoy the content while I'm gone. You can check out my YouTube channel as well for some videos. It's all in the link tree. You know how it is. You know how it is. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And I will see you at the next one. Until then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good luck to you. Mwah, I love you.